Hello everyone, and welcome to the RV Inspection and Care podcast and video. I'm Dwayne, I'm a certified RV inspector, and today we're going to be talking about whether you should replace your fuel-powered inverter generator that runs on gas or propane or both with a solar generator instead. You know, these days, solar is just all the rage out there with a lot of RVers. And so if you're thinking about installing a solar system in your RV with roof-mounted panels and all of that, you quickly realize that this could be an expensive proposition. If you have a pretty good-sized system, it's going to be very easy to spend $10,000 or more, especially if you have a professional install it for you. And quite frankly, I highly recommend that unless you know your way around installing solar really well, you should have a professional do it for you to do it right. But when you look at the cost, well, that just stops a lot of RVers right there in their tracks from adding solar power to their RV's power needs. And that's especially true since inverter generators that are fuel powered are so much less to buy. In fact, there's lots of them out there that can run everything in a 30 amp RV, including the air conditioner on a regular basis, and you can buy them for well under $1,000. That's a huge savings. And with inverter generators, as long as you have fuel, well, you have power for your RV. But now, we are hearing a lot about RV solar generators. So here's the big question. What are they? And do you really need one? Let's answer the first question first. A solar generator is a self-contained device that has a lithium battery at the heart of it. It's usually lithium. And that's because lithium brings so many advantages with it to RVing. And the battery can be small, the battery can be very large. It all depends on your power needs. But keep in mind, it is a lithium battery. And even though costs of lithium batteries have come down in the past few years, they're still very expensive, and the bigger you get, the more money you spend. So how do you get power into this battery? Well, there's three main ways. Number one, you could plug the solar generator into a 120 volt wall outlet and charge it that way. And honestly, that's the fastest way generally. But you also could plug it into the 12 volt system in your vehicle or car as you're driving down the road and charge it. However, it's the third method that most people are interested in, and that is to use solar panels to charge that battery. And solar panels obviously give the solar generator its name because that's such an attractive way to put power into the battery. Now, once you have power in the battery, the front of the generator is going to have a whole lot of outlets on it for plugging in any number of devices, even devices that use AC power cords, that you plug into a wall socket. Usually there's plenty of those on a solar generator, and several USB devices and so on, and other outlets as well. Now, in addition to this, you're going to need an inverter in that solar generator because it has to take the 12 volt power in the lithium battery and convert it or invert it to 120 volt power to be able to be used with 120 volt devices. So that's in general a very simplified explanation of what a solar generator is. The big pros, the big advantages of solar generators are that number one, no noise. That's great. I mean, it has a little fan in it that comes on from time to time, but it's very quiet. You hardly know it's even going. Number two, no fumes. There's no engine running anywhere, so there's no fumes to bother you. And because there is no engine in there, the maintenance and repair is very low. Also, there's no stored fuel that you have to take along with you, like gas or propane. So there's a lot of really good advantages. The best use of a solar generator is for RVers who like to boondock. Because when you are plugged into a power pedestal at an RV park or campground, you have all the power that you need. It's when you go off-grid that you're going to need power for especially your 120-volt devices. But the question that comes up that we really want to address is, are solar generators a good replacement for a fuel-powered inverter generator? Well, solar generators have drawbacks, and they are the exact same drawbacks that solar systems installed in RVs have. Number one, on cloudy days, it will limit the power that is transferred into your solar generator. And if you have several cloudy days in a row, well, power needs could become critical at that point. Another big drawback is that unless you have a very big solar generator, most of them cannot run high-watt devices for very long, like an air conditioner, and that's a drawback for a lot of people. Yes, they can run an air conditioner, but they usually won't run it for very long. So the best use of a solar generator really is to charge small devices like phones and tablets and run low wattage devices, relatively low wattage, like a television. You might even be able to plug in your 12-volt refrigerator if you have a big enough solar generator. Just keep in mind that those refrigerators do pull a surprising amount of power. But the question comes back, should you choose then a solar generator or a fuel-powered inverter generator? My answer to that question is, as it is with so many other questions in RVing, it depends. It depends because keep in mind that fuel-powered generators can entirely replace the 120-volt shore power that you plug into at an RV park or campground. It can provide everything that that RV needs to run anything in it for an indefinite period of time, even air conditioners. And at the same time, they can also charge your RV batteries and keep them topped off too. So that's a lot of advantages that fuel-powered generators bring. However, if you don't use high-watt devices when you're boondocking, let's say you don't want to use your air conditioner, then maybe a solar generator actually could work for you in that situation for smaller 120-volt needs. It's up to you and how you like to camp and boondock. However, if I'm pressed for an answer on this situation, I'm going to say that for most RVers out there, I think they want to be able to use their RV fully, no matter where they go. And if that is the case with you, it's going to be very hard to beat the advantages of a fuel-powered inverter generator, even though they're a little noisy and they make some fumes. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you understand what solar generators really are and what they do, and whether you are going to personally need one for your RV travels and camping. And that's it for now. Have safe and happy travels, my friends. Until next time.